Example 13. Suppose you want to buy a new car and you decide to save up for the car instead of taking out a loan. What amount should you deposit at the end of each month for 3 years in a savings account earning 4.5% interest compounded monthly to accumulate the $18,000 needed to buy the new car? All right, in example 5K, we talked about why, to solve this problem, you need to use the future value of an annuity formula, okay? So you are saving up money for your new car, okay? And you are going to be doing so by making regular deposits, okay? The key phrase here is deposit. How much should you deposit at the end of each month? Okay, so you're saving money, making regular deposits. That makes you have to use the future value of an annuity formula. So I'll go ahead and write that down. Okay, so it's P times, in brackets, the numerator is 1 plus R over M raised to the MT minus 1 all over R over M. Okay, so let's go ahead and figure out what we're looking for, okay, what the values of the variables are, and then we'll go ahead and solve, okay? All right, well, when I read through this, the interest rate is 4.5%, pretty typical for a car loan, okay? Or sorry, not a car loan, what am I thinking? Pretty typical, not really for a savings account, it's actually typical for a car loan. Anyway, I digress. Back to the problem. All right, so our R value is 0.045. What else do we know? We're doing everything monthly, so we're making monthly deposits and the interest is being compounded monthly. Those two things will always coincide, by the way. So M is 12 here. Okay. We are saving up for a total of 3 years. Okay, so T is 3. Okay. So that leaves us with A and P that we need to talk about. Okay. Let's see, what are we looking for? It says, what amount should you deposit at the end of each month? So you're trying to figure out how much money you should be saving up every month in order to save a total of $18,000 for your car. So you're actually looking for the P value here, okay? What is the amount of each deposit? A is the amount of money that you want to accumulate. So that's $18,000, okay? So that's the value of everything. So let's go ahead and plug into the formula. All right, so we're going to get 18,000 is equal to P, which we don't know, so we'll just leave it as P. Okay, inside the brackets, the numerator is going to be 1 plus 0.045 divided by M, which is 12, raised to the 12 times T. T is 3, okay, minus 1. The denominator inside the brackets is going to be R over M. Okay, so this is how you would plug into the formula, okay? You are looking for the p-value, okay? All right, so here we go. To solve this for p, okay, on the right side, p is multiplied by this huge quantity that's in brackets. So what we're going to do is figure out what this number is, what this big blob in brackets is, okay? Inside the brackets, it looks very complicated. I told you when we were doing example 12, which was our first example with this formula, you always want to start with the most complicated part when you're putting this in the calculator and then work towards the easier parts. So to figure out this blob in brackets, we're going to enter the numerator, and then once we have it, we'll divide by the denominator, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm going to go to my calculator, and I'm going to put in the numerator exactly pretty much like you see it. Okay, so we're going to have, make sure you can see this, we're going to have open parentheses 1 plus 0.045 divided by 12 raised to the, you could do the 36 in your head if you wanted to. So if you did that, you would do it like this. If not, you would just open the parentheses and do 12 times 3. Close the parentheses before you subtract the 1. Okay, so go ahead and subtract the 1. This will give you the numerator. Okay, hit the division key. It's going to take that decimal And now you can enter the R over M. Make sure you put R over M in parentheses if you have an older calculator, okay, or it won't come out right. Hit enter. This is going to give you the huge blob inside the brackets. Okay, so basically this is what P is being multiplied by. So I'm going to go ahead and write this out. Okay, so this is going to give us 18,000 is equal to P times the big blob is 38.466,08859. Okay, and so now if you want to solve for P, okay, so since you're multiplying P by this number, okay, we're going to have to divide it off. Okay, so you're going to take both sides and divide by this blob. Okay, whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other. Now I don't really have a lot of room over here, so I'll write it tiny. Okay, like that. Okay, so go back to your calculator. Okay, so you can do, let's see, you can do 18,000 divided by, remember the answer feature, you can do second answer, and that will use the preceding answer, which is this decimal, okay? If not, you're welcome to type in this whole number all over again. You got to use all the digits, okay? You got to check for accuracy. Hit enter, and this is going to give you your monthly payment into your savings account, okay? All right, so this is your answer. I'll go ahead and write out the entire decimal so you have it, okay? So our p-value is going to be, let's see here, it's kind of blurry there. All right, so you're going to get 467.9446406. Okay, so this has to be in dollars and cents. You're making a monthly contribution to your savings account. Okay, so here we go. We've got our 94 cents. So we need to look at this guy. It's a 4. Okay, so we're going to leave it alone. Okay, remember, you only round up if it's a 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Okay, so your monthly contribution to your savings account has to be $467.94.